My name is James, and I'm a 32-year-old from Atlanta, Georgia. I wanted to share a part of my life with you. A story about love and loss, but also about finding my own strength. For 7 years, my life was interwoven with a woman named Lisa. We spent 4 of those years as husband and wife. Our marriage wasn't perfect, but it was our own unique creation, built patiently stone by stone. We took trips, had long talks that stretched deep into the night, and dreamt of starting a family together. I truly believed we were walking the same path toward a shared future, but I was wrong. The change began subtly. Lisa started going out more often, first with her colleagues, and then with people I didn't recognize. Her phone became a fortress she guarded closely. I would see her smiling at messages, quickly turning the screen away whenever I approached. I noticed it but didn't want to be the suspicious partner always filled with doubt. I convinced myself it was harmless, that true trust meant letting go of small fears. Then one evening, as we sat at our kitchen table in suburban Denver, she uttered the words that fractured my world. "What if we had an open marriage?" she asked, her tone light and casual, as if she were suggesting a simple weekend getaway. I chuckled at first, expecting her to join me, but she remained silent. "I'm serious," she insisted. "It's natural. People aren't meant to be confined. I want to explore." The words shattered me like a stone thrown through glass. I tried to reason with her. "Explore? We built this life together. You have all the freedom you need within our commitment. Our loyalty was supposed to be mutual." Her eyes shifted, a hint of guilt behind them, but also a new, hardened resolve. Then came the ultimatum. If I couldn't accept it, we should end things. Sleep never came that night. Her words echoed endlessly in my mind, drowning out every happy memory we had created. How could all those moments mean so little to her? For 3 days I said nothing, going through the motions at work as if everything were normal. But inside I was falling apart. By the 4th night I had my answer. She came home late and found me waiting at the kitchen table with a packed suitcase by the door. "What's that for?" she asked, her voice laced with apprehension. My response was colder than I had ever intended. "You gave me 2 choices, accept or divorce. I'm choosing a third. I'm leaving." "It's not because you forced me, but because I finally see who you are." A mix of anger, confusion, and a hint of fear crossed her face. She hadn't expected this. She thought I'd beg and plead for her to stay. "You don't mean that," she whispered, her voice cracking. "I do," I replied. "You want freedom? You have it. The door is open. Take whatever you want." Tears welled in her eyes, and for a moment, I saw the woman I had once promised forever to. But I wasn't the same man anymore. She attempted to backtrack, claiming it was just a thought and maybe we could work through it. But I was done listening. Some betrayals close doors forever. I stood up, grabbed my keys, and walked out. I left her alone in the house we had built, surrounded by the wreckage of her choices. I didn't yell. I didn't break down. I simply left. 2 weeks later, the divorce was finalized. She tried to contact me afterward. Texts I ignored and calls I let ring out. Friends told me she was struggling, that the freedom she had been seeking wasn't the thrill she had imagined. The open world she desired had left her adrift. I didn't wish her any suffering, but I didn't look back either. What I learned was this: strength doesn't always come from holding on. Sometimes it's found in knowing when to let go. In the months that followed, I began to rediscover myself. I reconnected with old friends, picked up hobbies I had long abandoned, and even took a solo trip to San Francisco, something I had always dreamt of doing. My life wasn't perfect, but it was my own again. I later heard she never found what she was looking for. She dated others, but nothing ever lasted. Her identity had been intertwined with our marriage, and when it ended, she was left holding on to shadows. The open relationship she had wanted turned out to be a shallow distraction, not a remedy for the emptiness she felt. I never went back, not out of anger, but because I finally understood something vital. Love should never require you to erase who you are. Real love respects boundaries, honors loyalty, and is built on mutual trust. She wanted freedom, but in reaching for it, she lost something she couldn't replace, me. And I realized the hardest part wasn't walking away. It was accepting that the only way to protect my own self-worth was to reject the choice that had attempted to strip it away. By refusing her terms, I reclaimed my life.